Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and riveting and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda, heroes like defender of the fatherland, off here to a 1v1 on Bayeux in the east of the Skeletron, fighting for America, freedom, democracy, here with the 3rd Armored Division, tasked with breaking the German resistance in the area under the command of the angry Dutchman, angriest of the Dutchmen, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Here with the 9th Panzer Division here featuring Jaeger Infantry, Lightning War, and Spearhead. We got mix of bulletins there, most infantry-based ones here. A bit of Pac-Man as well for Angry Dutchman. We got Skeletron as always with Mechanized. He loves this command. We got Mechanized groups, the 76mm Sherman, Mortar Half-Tracks, Cavalry Riflemen, and Combined Arms. Kind of damage forward to the Angry Dutchman. Rather stored into a dart truck there for Skeletron. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my own company of heroes, my Patreon supporters. Big thanks to all those who support the Werford. Allow me to keep doing what I do on a daily basis. A big thanks to all those. Other people can join ranks by Patreon, or they can also support the Werford by PayPal donations. Links are in the description. And finally, you can also support me by, liking, sharing, and, subscribing to the video. Spread the word. Get more people to watch. Either indirectly or directly. So, steady start here in the south. We got Angry Dutchman advancing angrily. In the south here, Skeletron advances as well, but north is where its main focus is with 2 infantry squads here. Using the dart here to grab points swiftly for freedom and democracy. You're folding up, you're going to need as well there. Of course, the driver's just wondering why everyone else is in the back there. Where everyone else is. So, I'm just supposed to drive around with a car around the Germans. Yup, just drive around in a car. I don't suppose I could do that elsewhere. Nope, you gotta do it there. God damn it. Well, at least it's better than driving around in Florida, I guess. And when you start with them, you can push back up north, the Rav Squad advancing. Gunnery squading northwards there for the Angry Dutchman. So far, fairly steady advance here for the Angry Dutchman. Being able to push back the dart truck obviously helps them a bit there. It's basically like an oversized Kugelwagen, but without the gun to start with, on the end it can transport troops and repair itself and call in artillery and marked vehicles. So, steady surf here. Rav's calling up, the Gunners advancing right to them. Heavy cover there, of course, won't be a problem there for the Gunners. And for poor Fritz, there is the first casualty of this battle. Fritz Müller, a shoemaker's apprentice from Baden-Baden. He wasn't very good at it, though. Machine caught up here. Ralph's got repositioning. 3rd Gunners caught there for the Angry Dutchman. Bit of skirmishing here between the Ralph Squad. They're going to do. See in the south, we can see Skeletron running up there with the single Ralph Squad there. Probably going to be seeing a fairly fast lieutenant. There we go. And we got the 3rd Gunner Squad there for the Angry Dutchman. There we go. 50 cal on the way. The variations inside the dart truck. .50 cal though. There we go. Opens up here on the Germans. Gunner's pushing forward. Got a flank here. Very good work there. Gets within range of the Panther's rears, quickly jumping out, leaving the crew to their own fate inside the truck there, as it gets hit with a 88mm rocket. I think it was 88mm rocket. Anyways, Gunners and Pioneers Rough got close. Gunners got wiped out. That's a pretty good killer for Skeletron in the early game. Definitely quite painful there for the Angry Dutchman. Not an easy casualty to overcome. He gets rid of the dart truck, for example. That'll still be a win there for Skeletron. He immediately calls on the Cavalry Rifleman, particularly when he also gets to do 10, which is effectively just a free unit with teching, which is like one of the Americans' large advantages. Now toss in the Cavalry Rifleman, which we'll probably equip with the Thompsons, and it could be here that Angry Dutchman made a toss spot here versus Skeletron. Pan fast off here, and there you go. Pop goes the Weasel. We've got a cop on even hit by the Pioneers in the south. Lieutenant Ming up there for Skeletron, freedom and democracy. Ralph Squad also advancing here. Angry Dutchman finding his front line severely extended and much more exposed. I mean, he's got 2 Canadians and MG42 versus a total of 4 infantry squads. That's going to be a bit lopsided for the Angry Dutchman. Has he taken up? Yes, indeed. He's going to definitely need something a bit more intense in terms of infantry combat. Do get Jaeger Infantry with the ambush training, Jaeger Light Infantry upgrades, Jaeger Command Squads, Light Artillery barrages, and the Stuka Strafe, anti-tank strafe specifically. Cavalry Rifleman caught by the MG42, suppressed out in the open. Do get the Thompson upgrade there. South here point being grabbed, and we got Gunners reinforcing here. He should consider some Panzergrenadiere, but I imagine it's going to be a light mechanized company and a Jaeger Command Squad to try and turn the tide against these verdammte Amerikaner. Take there for Skeletron. Yep, light mechanized company for the Angry Dutchman. Grabbing the southern fuel point away there from the Germans as well. Gunners bring ahead here. Getting the attempt here by the fuel point. So far, Skeletron is having a fairly good start now here versus the Angry Dutchman. Like, there was a few moments there where Angry Dutchman's definitely, like, pushing ahead faster, but Skeletron hit back pretty hard there. Combined with that Grenadier wipe there. And Angry Dutchman actually goes for the armored car first, not the command squad. I can't understand the armored car, though, but he definitely also needs infantry badly, so getting out a Jaeger command squad I think be crucial. 5-man squad with G for defeat is going to be heavy lift, able to do some heavy lifting if the Angry Dutchman. There you go, can call it in and should do it now. You should also upgrade some of the grenadiers with the Jaeger Infantry package. There you go, Jaeger command squad out. He will of course also need a Pack 40 soon. But then again, Angry Dutchman really needs a lot of things now, because again with that early Grenadier loss there. And we can see the Skeletron flanking in full through the Cav Rifleman. Moving in with the Thompsons with the grease guns. There goes, still suppressed here by the machine gun bunker there. One of my pet peeves, by the way, is like how machine gun bunkers can definitely cover up what at times feels is a bit too much terrain, making it a bit difficult to flank certain units. But anyways, in this case, saves Angry Dutchman's bacon, but still kind of cheeky. Armor coming forward against Ralph Squad, flanking there. Could possibly land a wipe here on the Ralph Squad if pursues aggressively enough here. There we go, Ralph Squad push back, no upgrades yet. Jaeger command squad advancing here. Bit surprised if we can push for that Ralph Squad there for a wipe, because if Angry Dutchman could land a wipe there, that would give him a significant bit of leverage here over Skeletron to help make up for that kind of loss. But so far, no sign on that. Lieutenant taking some heavy damage here from the armored car. The 2-2 there with its 2cm auto cannon and its collection machine gun there. Grab the southern points here. Pearson pushing for the center victory point. Stood racing in there. Good hit on the armored car. Gunny's getting off the Panthers and the Stuart light tank. Good hit. South there, Ralph Squad moving forward for Skeletron. Armored car getting reactions. Embers of Skeletron. Good shots there. We got guns being skated with the Ralph Squad and the Cavalry Riflemen. Need to retreat those guns before they get wiped. Meanwhile, the command squad's on the fuel point there. May want to move that a bit further ahead here versus Skeletron. But I imagine it's just going to keep adding pressure and firepower versus the Angry Dutchman. Medic bunker up there. 2 need repairs. You can still consider some Panzer going to be here to add more pressure on Skeletron, honestly. Now the machine gun, though, could also be, I think, considered, though. That said, he needs a Pack 40 first, obviously. He absolutely needs a Pack 40 up to deal with that Stuart light chain there. Cav flanking, but they're out in the open versus a Jaeger command squad. They've also got the M14 moving in there. That's it. The gunner man himself really far behind, but still. Cav up close here with the Jaeger command squad. Got the Stuart moving in here, forcing Angry Dutchman to once more retreat here in the face of excessive American firepower. Once more, the fuel on the south is being threatened by Skeletron, freedom and democracy. Machine gun also forced away here. The situation with the Angry Dutchman is definitely a rough one here in the face of Skeletron's aggressive raid tactics here. But we got the Pack 40 out here for the Angry Dutchman. He's going to have to like come up with some way to push back. He could consider like taking a northern path, going in from here. Or he could take the southern path, swing up here. But I think he needs to be careful about pushing through here. This is definitely a bit too much of a funnel, which benefits, I think, Skeletron, rather than benefits Angry Dutchman. And it does look like it's going to take the southern path here, rather than go through the funnel, which is definitely what I'd advise. Catching the Ralph Squad by the southern fuel points to the end. Pack 40, Grenadiers here. We does send some troops through the funnel in the end, anyways. But at least does commit the main force. Pack 40 sitting up there. Good hit on the Steward. And there you go. Fritz with a Pantherfaust. Good hit there. Not enough to finish off the Steward light tank, but at least enough to keep it out of the fight for a brief while here. Skeletron will have to see who does next. He might just try and rush ahead here for some medium armor now versus the Angry Dutchman, who, well, needs fuel back, but he also needs to like deliver some nasty losses here to Skeletron. There you go. Pack gets out the Steward light tank. A definite win here for the Angry Dutchman, and Deutschland here as the 9th Panzer Division scrambles to re-establish control of the southern front line here versus Skeletron and the 3rd Armoured. 50 caliber heavy machine on the way there for the Americans. Need to get his men moving. Needs to grab some points. He's also starting to fall behind the victory points here versus Skeletron. Nothing huge for now, but could quickly become big and possibly insurmountable if allowed to go on for too long. We also got weapon racks here for Skeletron. Looks like he's going to crap a BAR on top of the bazooka for the Ralph Squad. Another Ralph Squad equipped with a bar, possibly double barred. Yep, that is double barred. Also worth noting the ambush camouflage in the MB42 team. Thumbs up to that. Going for a third grenadier squad. Yeah, I'd like to see a panzer grenadier squad personally, but obviously, as long as it goes from infantry in the end, though, that's what matters, I think, at this point. Puts him up to 4 squads, meaning he's matching the Americans at the very least, even though they're not qualitatively quite on the same level without any upgrades. You know, it's still better than just having to upgrade with 3 versus the Americans 4. Yeah, command's got them pushed back, and the Central Guard squad moving forward with the support lieutenant, punching the angry Dutchman center in the nose and pushing it back. Love seeing him start up against Grenadiers, but he definitely needs to do that soon. I would recommend G for the future versus the Americans, but light machines obviously would also work as well there. In the south, Skeletron learning up for another push towards the southern fuel point, leads the car front here. And I believe we're also seeing some tech here for Skeletron. Thumbs up. They're moving ahead for the Major here. A move from medium armor. Pioneer's caught by the car rifle there. Goes in the 5th car straight on the fuel point here. Really just consistent and aggressive harassment here of Angry Dutchman fuel income. Definitely causing some grief. The armored car flanking the 5th car there. Needs more support to deal with that swiftly though. 6 kills on the 222, which is based off the other car design there. A utility car basically, and just turn into an armored car by slapping on armored plates for it. In fact, a lot of the early German, armored vehicles like the armored Harptons, whatnot, were basically just armored like tractors and other such designs. Fun fact there. But there you go, almost got the 5th car over here. Gets it, but can he actually get his hands on it? There's the big question. There he goes, going to make the attempt for sure. He's rushing in, they're going to do this, sprinting ahead there. And naps it. They're going to move straight into the 5th cal here. He does retreat it obviously, but would have been fun if he actually suppressed the entire unit there, as forced the entire opponent's base there. But still, I think it was the best move to retreat here. Ambush machine set up to cover against an American counterattack there. Very good. The also got tech there for the Angry Dutchman, knowing it's going to come down to like getting out some armor as well relatively soon here. Thumbs up. Pushing forward, tick on it. Yeah, command's going to push back. M4 getting flanked by the rifle squad. Needs to get the armored car. Then the center gun needs to push back with the cav rifleman. Just Skeletron hits hard here against the Angry Dutchman. Armored car suffers engine damage. MU4 being pushed back as well as the flank is completely collapsing here. Another less than great development here for the Angry Dutchman, Skeletron, and the 3rd armored division pours through. Tech almost done. Meanwhile, Skeletron is not be too far away from any Shermans up north. They can continue to advance on the northern fuel point. Need to upgrade some of those grenadiers though. 5th car there being caught. Should have taken the southern path, you think. There we go, suppressed a couple of squads there. Tech done, need to fix up the armoured car. So there you go, 5th cal of course is a good addition here to grab. You should also consider adding ambush camouflage to that one, since that one also very strongly benefits from ambush camouflage. I mean, generally any unit with any decent rate of fire benefits significantly from ambush camouflage to it. North Econ has been caught here, but even then they have done their job. They have rendered the point neutral that way, at least slowing down Skeletron's economy just a bit. Not by a huge amount, but just a bit, which will probably help anyways. Silly called an info 2, Sneaky Skeletron. He's also floating quite a bit of manpower. Never see the go so first at this rate, though. Could see Angry Dutchman being forced to go for Stroop 3G here. Of course, whether he does it is another matter entirely. But I could see it happening. That said, we're not seeing any upgrades for the Grenadiers still, nor are we seeing any telemines. Perhaps he's setting up here for a lighter about to the anti-tank strafe, but I think he should be prioritising upgrading his Grenadiers. So Pommick up there for the Angry Dutchman, thumbs up. Bazooka team out there for Skeletron as well here, by the way. And there you go. Regular Sherman here for Skeletron. Perhaps not too concerned about German armour. Just goes for the regular Sherman first here. But it's of course worth noting he is crucially still floating a fat chunk of manpower. He could definitely do something with that. There we go, replacing the Major. Could also replace the 5th cal, could have gone for a mortar. Oh, there we go. Goes for another cavalry rifle squad, pushing up to 5 infantry squads here. Pretty aggressive infantry build there. That's going to make things tough here for the Angry Dutchman to defend with, in particular if it doesn't upgrade gun these. And we do get some upgrades. It is a mix of light machine guns and G43 so far. 5th cal, by the way, has been upgraded with the ambush camouflage, though probably should get into cover attack to make use of it. Particularly like he's pointing at some like good cut part of the art of this covered anyway, so we'd like move it up here behind that, you know, turned over tree, behind these dragon's teeth. There you go, Sherman out for Skeletron, Freedom and Democracy. Major almost done. Bit short on the munitions there for the second pair of 50 cals there. Lieutenant moving up the bazookas and bars. Sherman being dispatched northwards as well here. Angry Dutchman could now go for the Stuke 3G. But he may decide to go up for the Panther 4. No, he does commit to the Stuke 3G. Thumbs up to that. Pack 40 being an armoured car shooting home to get lucky shots in, but they are not landing at all. But the Pack 40 does get a shot there through the side armour of the Sherman. Major moving up here, grabbing the centre victory point up north. The Sherman gaining the Grenadiers and wiping out their quite a costly loss here for the Angry Dutchman at this point in the match. Meanwhile, more troops pouring in here. Machine guns there turning around to deal with the advancing Americans. 5th cal is on the job here. And there he goes, suppress the rifle squad. Lieutenant moving forwards there as well, but getting suppressed as well, possibly. No, gets away there. MG42 is still concerned about the frontal assault here, but that's clearly not happening. Needs to reposition it. Jaeger command going in with the troops. Lieutenant keeps up the flank. Stuke almost done here. It is a fierce assault here by Skeletron and Angry Dutchman. He's just too slow to react to this furious push here by Skeletron. By the end of the G43s on the infantry, pulls through the engagement against Skeletron. There we go, grenade there. Pushes away the cavalry rifleman here. Artillery called in. He has a parting gift on the Angry Dutchman. Stuke 3G arrives at the front line. Could benefit from some pin-up machine guns on that. ODS Sherman's going to be caught here. Unless he's not paying attention, and he is. But needs to cap out this cavalry rifleman. Oh yeah, he's not. Ah, scheiße. Oh, they do end up getting treated there. Sherman down to less than half health. Bazooka team moving in. They need to keep this support by infantry. In the south here, Ralph's caught on this watch there. Sherman gets away here. But the Stuke gets away unharmed. Quick anti-tank rifle grenade here on the 2-2. We got 16 kills nearing the ace level here for the Angry Dutchman. Angriest of the Dutchman. The Central Grenadiers grabbing the points here. And Norfolk's MU42 continued in there. Stuke still unupgraded. And also to upgrade the remaining Grenadier squad there. He lost the one with the light machine gun upgrade for that matter. I would also still recommend a Panzer Grenadier squad here for the Angry Dutchman. Cavalry mounting the line for the Grenadiers here. Nearing the ace level here, the Cavalry loses Lewis as he gets his brain shot out there. Grenade off in the advancing Cavalry, they've thrown a bit too far there. Need to retreat in the face of the submachine gun wielding men there of the 3rd Armour. 2-2 there, heavily damaged near ace level. In the south, they major ground points here right under Angry Dutchman's nose, but Norfolk he's still making progress. Rifle grenade off there, causing some casualties and consternation among Skeletron's men. Now it's Angry Dutchman time to put a bit of manpower. The Skeletron seems intent to also push that one a bit more. Maybe he's planning another Sherman, maybe he's planning the 76mm Sherman. He could also be going for a Scott here, we shall have to see. Southern points being seized for the Skeletron, Freedom and Democracy. Takes up the 2-2. Near ace level. 5th cal there ambush. Could try and push for the northern field point, though that might be a bit risky. But it might be a risk that could prove to be worth it here, as once more Skeletron is showing no hesitation in hitting Angry Dutchman fuel point for the umpteenth time here. Them proving to be a bit of a problem. They've got the M45 where the artillery called in though. Up north Greens advancing. Lieutenant about to get absolutely murdered out if he's not careful. Up north they're Sherman hit the catch in the 5th cal there, forcing a retreat I think for Angry Dutchman. At least it should force a retreat there, but yeah, a bit late there. But there goes Stuke to the rescue with its sending family the Sturmkanone. Or Stuke. There we go. Wipe the 5th cal there though. 76mm on the way there for Skeletron. Good kill there for Skeletron. Definitely punishes Angry Dutchman, leaving his 5th cal there out for too long. He's actually sending the Stuke there. He's willing to risk an anti-tank shuttle charge. He just keep the 5th cal out of his opponent's hands there. That is interesting. That is very interesting there from Angry Dutchman. I don't think I'd agree with that one. And there you go, does suffer in the end there. Bazooka teaming in as well here. That's definitely feels like a questionable choice there by Angry Dutchman in my opinion, but that's just me. He could go for another Stuke here now. He could also go for an fanciful soon. And he really should go for more infantry. The grenade advancing can right buying some time there. So the Karma car to arrive and the other troops to turn around to deal with him as well here. Sherman out there. Sturmgeschütz staying dying to repairs, but it does look like Angry Dutchman is very fixated on getting a Panther 4 here. Can't fault him for that, it is a good unit, but still. Got the 7.6 Sherman out here for Skeletron, Freedom and Democracy. As the name hints at, he was equipped with a 7.6mm gun. Biggest gun the active managed mounted, I believe, was a 100mm gun. 105 was what was known as the Super Shermans. I believe this will serve as in Israel. I think enough there was also a bunch of Shermans with the French MX-13 turret. Those look kind of funny. Anyway, Stuke being charged with the Shermans of the pack. Again, the damage in the Stuke is now proving to be quite disastrous. Do get a heat shell here, but should have been timed a bit better. Pack turning around here. I think there's a good chance of losing the Stuke here, though. They'll at least get one of the Shermans. It should come out somewhat well here for him. Smoke here's not helping him. Good use of smoke there. Skeletrons. There we go. Gets the Stuke. Needs to pan fast the other Shermans. Well, the Panther's almost done. He's just driving through the smoke. He's outmaneuvering the Pack 40. He's keeping it guessing. There we go. Really, really sneaky play there. Skeletron. These devious play here. There we go. Got one Sherman there. Panther's almost ready. Another Pack 40 for the Angry Dutchman. Not more infantry. MD4 to the Lieutenant. They're pinned down, but he's lost the southern half of the map as well here to Skeletron. As he just drew in all of Angry Dutchman's attention up north. There we go. Wipes the Pack crew. Panther has arrived here. Gonna go for the Sherman. Get the kill for Deutschland. Up north here, Lieutenant pushed back the Ralph Corps trying to block here. Sherman knocked out. So in the end, ends up working out there for the Angry Dutchman. 2 Shermans for Stuke. That's like pretty good. That set there, of course, is the issue of map control right now for the Angry Dutchman. So unless it quickly gets this rectified, it could actually work out for Skeletron in the longer run. We'll have to see here. Bazooka teaming ahead. He is trying to alongside MD42. Jaeger Command Squad advancing. Looks like the 5th cal got destroyed in the heat of battle. Oh, it's there. So it's not quite destroyed yet. I'm sure there'll still be a movie based of it starring Chris Pratt, with sad trumpet noises. The little 50 cal that could. Anyways, Cav Rifle and Rascal moving forward here. Then these pioneers bring in, destroys the 5th cal, they're denying it. And obviously that's going to be like, the big emotional moment of the movie is the Germans destroying the 5th cal right before the infantry's eyes. Anyways, Gleam's against the Cav Rifle and their Rascal, they're turning into this world. Grenade could be nice there, but no dice. So despite having no real anti-tank support bazookas, just with aggressive infantry tactics, Skeletron's able to force Angry Dutchman back into his base and maintain map control here. So this could actually become a problem for Angry Dutchman if this keeps up. He really needs more infantry versus his opponent, who still, by the way, has a total of 5 infantry squads. Like, infantry matters a lot. They're still in Cam use too. I feel like sometimes it's a bit forgotten, but it can make a big difference there if you got enough of it and make good enough use of it. Southeast rushing for the southern victory point there. Till they called in then for need to retreat here. Cavalry from the charging. He hasn't even upgraded the other squad with the Thompsons there. Gonna use flanking in here. Could get a wipe perhaps here on Skeletron. That's going to be very helpful there for the Angry Dutchman. That would be very helpful. But he's getting next to no resources now. He needs to fix this schnell. Another 7.6% out for Skeletron. Meanwhile, he needs to get the pack forward to the front line as well. Here they're back at base, reinforcing healing. I wouldn't say relaxing because, at least 2 of the gunners are basically keeping the pack up there in the air. That's definitely quite heavy if they're holding it like that. Got the Sherman rolling ahead here. 5th cal, they're halfway done. Pack, machine gun pioneers on the move here. Grab victory points, grab other points as well. They'll of course need to connect resources as well though, because right now his opponent's getting a lot more fuel per minute than him. Like, he's not far away from another Sherman already, which is not a great thing there for them. They go Sherman with their flanking and Panther 4, good hit. Pack 40s are having a bit of a hard time, they're moving about. Another great from the Sherman on the Panther 4. That's going to force him to repair there. At least he has 2 Pioneer squads now. Far up north here, Pioneer squad being mounted from Ralph squad. Had this been a Jaeger command squad, I think he had a better chance of pulling it off here. But with 3 Grenadiers slow and healthy, that's the Ralph squad. I don't think the chances and the odds are very good there. 220 versus 285. Yeah, command squad with 28 kills. Gunning down those Americans with the charge forward for the victory point here. Merciless victory. Memo, in fact, wiping out the Russian bazooka team. Turn Cody being 42. Now they aim to 42 they're with Dutchman, but I think he should have gone for more infantry, honestly. Not saying machine guns are bad, but I really think he needs more infantry. I think there needs to be the higher priority right now for the Angry Dutchman. That's just me. Sherman 40, Pack 40. Not quite ready for that as well. Unfortunately, they're for Angry Dutchman, but 14 for Skeletron. Trying to get the southern point, they're having some success. Panther 4 being slowly fixed up there by Angry Dutchman's hard-working pioneers. Tilly called in the MD42 and the Grenadiers of the advanced forwards. Pack 4 need to be careful as well. Troops reinforcing healing. Pack 40 chanting around.
Enemy forces are now down to 200 points.
Panther 4 rolling in. And another Sherman here for Skeletron. Bring in more of those tanks here versus the Angry Dutchman. Again, he's not quite there in terms of armor. Holy smokes, now there's a hit. Completely wiped out the Ralph squad, causing a bar to be dropped. That's pretty lucky for the Angry Dutchman. That is pretty lucky, though. He will need a bit more than just that to really have a chance of victory here. But it helps. It definitely helps. Make no mistake. Infantry moving to the south here to assist. Right down the Lieutenant, and oh, that didn't do anything. That's some rather good luck there for Skeletron. Despite, you know, the other unit just getting wiped. Sherman until they're almost done. I think Angry Dutchman have to consider another Sturmgeschütz here versus Skeletron. Sherman keeps punching large shots into the Panther 4's frontal armor. Jaeger command crushing the 34 kills there. 35. Jaeger command squad is doing some heavy lifting of the Angry Dutchman, but, you know, 5-man squad with 3 G43s, you know, it damn well should do some heavy lifting. So we'll obviously get Angry Dutchman go for the Stu. We'll try for another Panther 4. Sherman number 20 for Skeletron. Freedom and Democracy. We got 164 versus 183. Charging right into the Jaeger command squad with 36 kills. That may quickly become 37. There we go. MD4 with him setting up the ambush camouflage there, utterly obliterating the Lieutenant here. More troops arriving here as Skeletron pulls it on the south end before to come at the southern point. Major is pinned down to the ground, but he not before he calls in artillery here. Up north there, Sherman takes some light hits. Further pressure here, and I think he's forgot about machine gun. He has to get lucky and just hope all the artillery strikes miss, and well, that was certainly not a miss. Grenades there failed to make any hit. The camera arriving getting close enough to pop an anti-tank self-charge. That's going to be a big problem here for him. No, doesn't get it off there. In the south, machine gun is in fact wiped and destroyed. Quite a blow there for him. Another loss inflicted here on the Skeletron. Could see another wipe as well here. We got a bazooka dropped here. It's heavy losses for Skeletron. There might just be light at the end of the tunnel here for Skeletron. He equips the 8 command squad with the bazooka. Whatever he can to further strengthen the amount of firepower he can bring to bear here on Skeletron's infantry and armor. Panther flying southwards there. We got 163 versus 274. He's going for another Panther 4, but the looks of it. No Sturmgeschütz here for Angry Dutchman. Almost got the Major. Shoots, misses. Sherman going for the Panther 4. Shoots, misses. Well, the Pack 40 could support here. Grenadiers advancing. Need to be careful that we got an infantry counterattack here, and there's no machine guns in the south now. He will have to bring in his Ace-1 there, and he really should go in for more infantry now. Pans, Grenadiers, whatever. Just get some guys out there, Angry Dutchman. Get them in there in the fight. Panther 4 gaining back to 2 there. Sherman racing forward to the Skeletron there. We got 163%, 273 here. Panther 4 takes a penetrating hit here from the Sherman. Damage engine there thanks to the anti-tank rifle grenade there. Panther Pack's moving into assist here. Lieutenants are pressed up north here. Taking some hits there. Ralph's got there in trouble. Pack's moving up here. Up north here. Command goes to the Lieutenant. Murdering that there. Almost got the Sherman. Pack's still being cleared out here by Skeletron's infantry. The rifle squad's just unloading bar magazine after bar magazine. They're 20 round magazines, by the way, into the pack crew. It is a violent engagement. There goes Sherman diving right past the Angry Dutchman northern lines, but none of the anti-tankers are there because they're gone. You could even take out the Sherman Panther IV here. Troops reinforcing healing here. Still no additional troops for the Angry Dutchman. Jaeger Command Squad, they're being mauled by the Rifle Squad, more crucially by the Sherman. They've got ace-level Jaeger Command Squad nearly wiped out, only with a small margin there. Does Angry Dutchman gather some survivors and get them back home? Trying to fix up the Sherman, but obviously Angry Dutchman not trying to make that easy. Up north, Sherman racing forwards now. Going for the pack crews, it seems. Pretty risky maneuver here, but almost got the pack crew wiped. There we go, but suffers heavy damage to the Panther IV and a nearby Propagandacaster with the Panther Fausts. Skeletron is extending his armor, but he could actually soon go for another Sherman here versus the Angry Dutchman, who still needs more infantry. Center Victor Bomb being grabbed. We got 159 to 262. This infantry-oriented match is with tanks, though. There's a good deal of tanks, actually, now I mentioned think about it. Obviously, this match is getting pretty pointy. Troops reinforcing healing. He can go for another 76 Sherman. He does go for another 76 Sherman. Angry Dutchman needs, well, obviously the pack's back in action. Grenade here on the attack vehicle crew there as they try to repair here. He's going to try and make a move here. Sherman's still repairing. Oh dear, this could get to... Oh! Got him! Himmel! The vehicle crew got murdered! That was a really risky call there by Skeletron, and Angry Dutchman punched him, but the 76 Sherman there is not having it. He's avenging his crew then. He's just tearing apart this Panther IV with a high rate of fire. Utterly annihilated it. Got him! Himmel! That rate of fire the Panther IV just could not match, and his armament nothing until it found the center here. Angry Dutchman is just getting destroyed by a single Sherman. And it's not even with Brad Pitt. Maybe Tom Hanks. Or Chris Pratt, I guess. Anyways, machine gun there being hammered by German artillery. Major push back here. Another Sherman out there. This situation just went completely pear-shaped for the Angry Dutchman, in part due to that one Sherman. Caught here by the M42. Picks up the Sherman on rolling head here for Skeletron. Wipes out the Pioneers. Angry Dutchman finally gone from infantry, but it's not a Panzer Grenadier squad. It's just a regular Grenadier squad. 94 to 262. Rushing in with the 76 Sherman against an Ace Panther IV there. Under Angry Dutchman's command. Shots miss or bounce. Skeletron there. Bounces more shots. But finally gets a damage in thanks to the Panther first there. Other Shermans might be able to join in soon here. Rushing for the pack. 40s round the Skeletron's nose here. Suffers a loss here. 50 cal crew there. Guns them down in cold blood. No mercy shown there. Other Sherman there, which is near Ace, racing in there. Gunny's going for the southern victory point. Shot bounces. But there you go. Sherman misses. But there you go with the radio net bonus. Actually, a much higher rate of fire. Shot goes through the side armor. And, oh, shot bounces. It's so intense, but there you go. The Ace Panther IV is out. And with that, I think Angry Dutchman may be out of the war as well. He's going for another Stug finally, but it may just be too late. The Shermans are utterly obliterating his forces. And that Sherman survives with silver health despite having suffered multiple Panzerfaust hits. Like, I'm fairly certain an actual Sherman taking that many Panzerfaust hits would have been a smoking wreck. They've really been able to identify the charred remains of the crew. Light machine gun on the cavalry rifleman. Yikes. This is not looking good for the Angry Dutchman. I think he actually has left the match. Yeah, I think he has. The game just needs to register it. Near Ace, 76 machine rushing in there. Tell the devil Tom Hanks sent you. Anyways, match one here with the Ace, 76 Sherman here. A fierce, vicious match here between Angry Dutchman and Skeletron. Really sort of highlighting what good infantry play can do for you. Like aggressive play did some heavy lifting. If Skeletron, the Angry Dutchman, I think would have benefited from some Panzer Grenadiers and not getting that Stug satcheled. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Tell friends, tell a family, but don't your enemies. This is Imperial Links. Cheers. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow again for another episode. Bye.